These teams can score, and they are led by legendary head coaches. Lisa Bluter goes for her 500th win in Iowa tonight. Carl Semesco on the other side, already closing in on 600 wins with FGCU. Clark feeds down low and an easy two.
Caitlin Clark garners so much attention. Her teammates are so accustomed.
This person got stuck with it. This is a Julu Tata, transfer from SIU Edwardsville. Maddie Antonucci, a lot of contact, and we've got a travel call. Well, FGCU currently ranks number 5. There's Clark early on. Person gets the assignment of guarding the best player in the country. Shot is up. Clark missed it. High rebound won by Antonucci. Person brings it up. Hawkeyes more than back on defense. Izudu throws it away.
Iowa ankle funny yesterday. She is out for today, so we're seeing Sharon Goodman, who is so effective and efficient yesterday.
Iowa, we saw when they brought in their reserves with a big lead late against Purdue-Fort Wayne that they were high-level talents too. Cairns, a contested three.
I expect the basketball game to go back and forth here, up and down, letting both teams kind of find their rhythm, see how the referees are going to call it.
Oh, Coach Semesco not happy with that call. Of course, it is a holiday tournament, even though they're only 3 miles away from their arena. In fact, if you drive from the corner of the property here, as Goodman catches inside, got it knocked away.
Calling this the hometown team, the local team, not the hometown team. They can only be in this tournament once every 4 years. They are the local team.
Last year, their men's team played in this event and won the championship with a little home cooking. Getting to practice at their home court, use their video room, use their locker room to prepare for these games. Whereas the other teams have to book time slots at rec centers here in the area. Ooh, Izudu slipped. And thankfully,
players do. Ability to shoot the three, also strong downhill attackers, tough covers at all 5 positions.
Iowa with the ball. Here's Clark. Step back for 3. Book it! Caitlin Clark. So Iowa jumps in front by 4. Person gets stuck with it, finds Tata. Working on Goodman. Tata turns, ball fake, extra step, but missed the layup. Goodman secures the rebound.
That's a bunny that Tata's going to have to finish. She pulled the much bigger Goodman out. Look at the post player run the floor. Caitlin Clark threaded the needle.
Against this lively crowd. Now they want to execute on offense. Clark all over Person. Tata will pull the triple. No good. Not really her game as Davis has the rebound. Here's Martin. Outlets to Clark, one-on-one with Person. Turning towards the baseline. The help comes from Antonucci, and she fires it off the leg of Person.
And 2 are a box and 1, so that Caitlin Clark never just has 2 hands on her. Great backdoor there.
9-3 start for Iowa. Well, last night, Marin, Clark had 6 assists in the first quarter. Tonight, they're setting up some opportunities for her to go one-on-one with the defender, trying to isolate her as we have another travel. Forcing the turnovers, forced more than 20 Delaware turnovers, but they've been the ones coughing the basketball up early here. There's a steal. Cairns ahead of the pack. Will lay it up and in. Dolly Cairns with the first 5 for the Eagles.
And now that's just an undisciplined turnover in the air. Never touched that second foot out of bounds. The refs are calling it close.
Alyssa Jimenez checks in for the Eagles. She is their lockdown defender as we get another Eagle turnover. That is 5 now. Clark is so pivotal. Not many teams are able to do it successfully, but you've got to do your best.
And it's not a one-person job.
In and out there for Davis, and the Eagles have it again. Yeah, you see early on they're trading off. Person had the first few minutes, now it's Jimenez. Tata tries again from long range, no good. Davis headed the other way. Eagles get back. Marshall on the wing, gives it up. Martin, the 3, short, rebound. Davis saves it.
Those are the hustle play for Iowa. Nice hustle by Molly Davis.
Second team SEC transfer.
Bartram had 11 points in yesterday's win. Came out with all the confidence.
Clark, step back three. Not that time. Offensive rebound. Martin turns and puts it up. Doesn't get the roll.
Unlucky bounce for Kate Martin.
Karen steps back. She's got a look, but missed it. And Clark secures the rebound. A falter is in right now for Iowa. Came in at that last break. Izudu steps in the passing lane and comes up with the ball. Clark is down. It's a 5-on-4. Jimenez dumps it down low. Izudu out to Cairns. Corner is open. Bartram lines one up. No good. High rebound to a falter. Poked away. Izudu to the floor. No teammates. Shovels it back. Jimenez, Cairns to the sidelines, but it'll be Iowa ball. This is the pick. Well, certainly a fast-paced start to this game. Iowa, the number 5 team in the country, holding a 4-point lead against one of the best mid-major programs in the country. But Clark knifes on through for the easy lay-in.
The lane is wide open when you've got Gabby Marshall on one wing. You've got Kate Martin on the other, stretching the defense because of their three-point ability. That give and go for Caitlin Clark.
Well, Fgcu, a team that took down Kentucky by double digits this past weekend, so they can beat Power 5 teams. They'll routinely get 1 or 2 wins against Power 5s every year. Iowa hoping they're not the victim this year. Adams tries the triple. That one's too strong. With the shot clock down to 1, Martin secures the rebound. There is Marshall. Lobs inside for O'Grady, who just checked in. A falter for 3. Book it.
For Lisa Bluter, 7 points, 9 rebounds yesterday. Just an aggressive, tough guard.
Eagles offense not quite flowing yet. Down by 9 early. Bartram will hoist. No. Long rebound to O'Grady, and here comes Clark. Eagles are back, but she will pick her way through. And another foul call. This one will be
get the
against
defense moving.
Clark, the bounce pass, deflected. Martin goes to the floor. We'll have a jump. It's going to stay with at 4:30, and a lot of their staff came back over to Hertz Arena to work this women's game. Busy day of basketball. Sphere box 3 is good.
Direction, and that elevator screen at the top of the key.
Fort Myers tip-off going on across town as well. 6 ranked programs here in the Fort Myers area. Lob inside, Antonucci turns. Cairns has all 5 points for the Eagles. And an offensive foul as Cairns get under your skin. And that push by Cairns did not go unnoticed by the officials. Hand off to Davis. And now Clark with it. Sets up her offense as she's defended by Person. Gets towards the lane, gives it to the corner. Open look. Fierbach missed it, and the rebound to Antonucci. That snaps a stretch of 6 for 11 to start the game for Iowa. That pass for Antonucci was tight, did not get the roll. Ball is loose. They played an unranked Kentucky team, like we said, and had no trouble getting out to a lead, but different story here against a top 5 program. Dolly Cairns handles it, transfer from Rhode Island. Hand off to Person. Back to Bartram. She wants the 3. Tata in for the rebound, but O'Grady wrestles it away. 1 and done for FGCU.
Addison O'Grady getting some early minutes.
Clark open. Not that time. High rebound.
Iowa to 1 shot.
If you told Coach Damasco that Clark would be just 1 for 4 from 3 in this quarter, as Clark fades and hits. Make it 2 for 5. Clark silences the critics.
Wow.
Serena roll into the game, almost walked with it. Antonucci looking for a teammate. Roll all the way down, 1-on-1. And it's stolen. Here comes a falter all the way through. Gets the foul and the bucket. A 13-0 Iowa run.
It's the 8th turnover for Florida Gulf Coast in the first quarter. They're a team that only averages 14. Unnecessary.
Only raising their level after beating Fort Wayne by 40 last night. A falter comes in less than 7 minutes to start the ball game. Eagles just cannot find anything on this end, a side of the court where they're normally pretty efficient. Tata gives it to Cairns. Shot clock down to 11. Cairns now to roll. Roll one-on-one with Davis. Open look, Cairns for three. Yes! Dolly Cairns trying to keep
a ton of confidence. One of the smaller players on the floor. High arcing shot.
Well, she's the only Eagle who has scored so far in this game. And a falter with a little hesitation walked with it.
Averages 13. Some of those turnovers come with a fast up-tempo style play.
Here comes the trap in that zone. Ball was deflected, and they're going to call an over and back.
And I think that was the right call. Iowa had her trapped at the half-court line.
Davis set to send it in. A lot of dribbling. Clock down to 6 seconds now. Davis kicks to the corner. Martin for three. It's good. 26 points in the opening quarter.
Perfect execution off the scissors action.
5 threes in the opening quarter for the number 5 team in the country. We will step aside, went section by section, and thanked all those Iowa fans who turned out here in Southwest Florida.
Iowa City is a small community, and whether all these fans actually came from the state of Iowa or from other locations, she values community. Her team is involved in their community.
Yeah, and I think what Amber meant there by turning the love around is that these players get so much attention.
Got something up their sleeve. We might not see it. It might be in the locker room. It might be when they get back to the hotel.
I mean, we are watching as Clark slips inside and banks it in.
Caitlin Clark is always on the move. Yes, she's supremely talented, has deep range, but she's a tough guard because she's always moving.
Whether she has the ball, whether she doesn't have the ball, whether she's coming around a screen. There she sets a screen. Now on the near side, Davis. Able to turn the corner and lay it in.
Little Molly Davis, she's a fierce attacker. Finished the reverse layup.
Oh, Adams bricked it off the backboard. Goodman clears. One thing that stands out too, Marin, no second chance opportunities for FGCU. That's something they normally feast on. Person tracking Clark. Clark already with 10. Forces her way through. Didn't get the roll. Put back, no. Third effort, and she draws the foul. And earns this opportunity at the line. And doesn't get the roll on her first attempt. She missed a couple of free throws early yesterday as well, but then clicked that back in.
Uncharacteristic, no doubt.
Second one is good, and Iowa lead. Bartram with a good fake. Couldn't get by Clark. Jimenez will try the three. That's in and out. Davis boxes out for the rebound. There's a nice streaker. The dump down to Goodman. Pass was there's Clark. Bounce pass underneath. Deflected. It'll stay on this end. Azudu got a hand on it.
And again.
There it is. Martin open. Easy two.
Coach Carl Semesco cannot be happy with getting beat by the same play in back-to-back situations.
Antonucci, one-on-one. And there it is. He was pleading for a timeout, and Carl Semesco will, with how his team has come out, trying to reorganize him here early in the second quarter. Pass deflected, and here comes Martin and the Hawkeyes. Around the back dribble. Has to give it up. Marshall comes back to it.
Now Iowa is looking to feed Sharon Goodman, who's got the mismatch in the paint. Davis
is 2 buckets already for Davis. And Iowa shooting right around 60% in this game. They've also out-rebounded FGCU 17-4 as Cairns misses it. Make it 18-4 on rebounds.
Florida Gulf Coast has 0 offensive rebounds.
Almost a 30-point lead here in the first half. The defense has been really good, too. Cairns, bounce pass, taken away. The black and gold are there. Davis left alone for three. In and out, and then a foul on the rebound. And it's a tall mountain to climb here in the Gulf Coast Showcase semifinals. Izzudu goes against the screen, goes against the shorter defender, and lays it in. That's a nice move.
And that's the first basket not scored by Dolly Carnes.
Izzudu, one of 3 Eagles who averages double figures. She and Cairns are 2 of the 3. So they need some more from Izzudu. Antonucci is the other, and she hasn't scored yet. Just one attempt for Antonucci. Davis gives it up. A falter, wide open. Book it. 3 more for a falter. 9 points in 6 minutes for a falter. Izzudu gets a step and didn't get the roll. And it's all Hawkeyes there to battle her for the rebound.
Florida Gulf Coast can't afford to miss the Bunnies.
They really can't. Izzudu made a good move. Here comes O'Grady, who gets the roll.
Nice ball screen action, and O'Grady has great strength, great focus to make that versus contact.
Tata into the lane. No one bites on the fake. Has to kick. Izzudu again, one-on-one. Didn't get an angle, but did get the foul call. And they get to watch their former teammate now play against the number 5 team in the country.
We talked about just how rich women's basketball is this weekend, but year-round here in Southwest Florida with the multiple tournaments being held, high-level teams come in colleges.
Yeah, FSW played a road game yesterday because their arena is being used for the tip-off, where we saw Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Indiana play earlier today. Caitlin Clark with it. But 2 FSW transfers staying in the city to play for the Eagles. Fierbach all the way in, no good. Izzudu pulls it down. Can the Eagles build some momentum? Antonucci open. Too strong. All out of whack on offense, FGCU. McCabe open for 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound to Fierbach. Clark with a fresh 20. Working on roll. Crosses over. Leans in again. And it's going to be offensive. The basket will not count. Everybody seems to be okay. Clark now guarding roll. Here's Retta Mollis letting the 3 go. Just a little bit too strong roll with the rebound. Izzudu from long range, and she got it.
That's just.
Here's Clark running the show for Iowa. Huge lead early. The lob to O'Grady. Izzudu comes in to swipe it. Crossover from Antonucci. Nobody running with her, though. Kicks to Izzudu. She'll try again. A little bit off, and Clark has the rebound. Clark now with 5 rebounds and 5 assists to go with her 11 points. As that one does not fall for O'Grady, and O'Grady will be garbage time and played a good bit, but I hear a first half call for her. She can stroke it. There she is. Gets the screen, makes a move, lays it up, no good, but got the foul call. Well, Retta Mollis has made the most of her minutes. 16 points in 18 total minutes this season, and she makes the first free throw. You can see behind the opposite baseline, her JUCO teammates have their phones out, taking video of their former teammate, who makes the second as well. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Retta Mollis battling with now Goodman in the paint. Meanwhile, the perimeter players got their hands full.
There's a kick to McCabe, pulls the 3 and hits.
Already seen 6 for 13 just from Iowa from behind the 3-point line. 10 for 30 have gone up in the building tonight.
That is so many shots early in this game. Retta Mollis gets swatted by Goodman, just waiting to be smashed. Didn't throw it down too hard, but probably could have. As Zudu to roll here on the near side. Roll forces her way in. Oh, and that's a double dribble.
Able to go back door, but they've also never played the number 5 team in the country this year.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference here. But this is quite a stage that FGCU is probably frustrated they're not taking
Iowa
advantage
fans
of.
certainly has many things to cheer about. But Florida Gulf Coast is just waiting for their squad to hit a big 3.
Oh, Clark lost it out of bounds.
Rarely see
4 turnovers from Caitlin Clark here in the first half. The team has double digits, but they're still up big. Cairns for 3, not that time. Davis with the one-handed rebound, and here she comes. Martin on the wing, gives it back. Good drive from Davis, and she's got a chance for 3.
really nice screen there by Sharon Goodman. Not the typical screen, but the post-up screen, creating a driving lane for Molly Davis. We'll take a look here. Goodman just views out, holds her defender behind her, creating all the space in the world for Molly Davis.
Only a matter of time before she gets in the books, as there is the three-point win.
Gabby Marshall is a great three-point shooter. Hasn't been shooting it well yet this season. Yesterday she was 2 for 4.
Tata on the baseline. Antonucci comes to it, 10 to shoot. Cairns uses the screen, gets downhill and lays it in. Put a little English on that. Oh, Cairns doing her best to keep her team hanging around. She's got 10.
She's got 10 points, got the toughest defensive assignment on the night.
Her first field goal. Redemalis with some dribbling. Gets it to Bartram. Bartram, that won't count. A foul and to see if they can contain her, as they have been really battling just to keep her off the block. Clark, a 3. The bounces around and falls. 14 for Caitlin Clark. And on pace for a triple-double here at the Gulf Coast Showcase. Bartram can't answer. Marshall the rebound, and Iowa can hold for the final shot. Clark goes to work. Floats it up off the window. Count it. 2 more for Clark. And that'll do it for half. 62% from the field and a huge lead early. They had an 18-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
If we're going to be picky, 11 turnovers is too many for the first half for a team that really did not press. Scoring, almost scoring off the back door. Inside.
The first half for Iowa was Gabby Marshall, and first play designed for her, and she hits.
And now every Iowa player who has played has scored. Look at the step-through footwork there for Tata. Getting Sharon Goodman just off balance.
So far. Cairns was the only Eagle who scored in the first quarter. 2 other players scored in the second, as Tata becomes the 4th Eagle to finally register a point. I mean, these are some just incredible statistical anomalies, and it seems like less of an anomaly when they can shut you down. They've shown off their defense throughout this game as Zudu gets the steal, and their offense doing their usual work, over 50 points in the first half. They finished just a bucket shy of 100 last night. Antonucci in on Davis. Izudu, tough shot into contact, got her own miss, and draws the foul. It would kind of be natural if Iowa
focused, but that's the challenge. Lisa Bluter will use her bench if she feels that her Hawkeyes in any way are not playing to their standards, cutting corners, being lax with passes, not going for the steals that they're capable of.
Izudu makes the free throw. They would love to get her going. One of their top players, maybe their top player, has 9 points now. Clark on triple-double watch. Steps back for 3. No good. High rebound taken in by Martin. Lobs it inside, and Goodman gets the easy two.
Gulf Coast did not.
Right side, Sophia Person, Division II transfer, drives on Clark, and Clark ripped it away. It's a jump ball. There's another look. Person seemed like she had a step, and Clark quickly cuts that ball off.
Quick hands.
Here's Cairns, 2 screeners for her, and she hits.
By Cairns there after she came through that elevator screen.
Here's Marshall. Outside to Martin. That 3-2 strong. And Antonucci secures the rebound. Bounce pass to Tata. Dribbles in the lane. Nowhere to go. Puts it up anyway and scores.
Tata there.
Right at the defender. Martin for 3. In and out. Goodman the offensive rebound. She gets the 2.
Got to use a power dribble. These Iowa post players, they rarely dribble, and that's what makes them so efficient.
Antonucci kept 1 foot on the ground, knifes through and scores. Clark, the toenail on the hardwood.
I'm not sure Clayton Clark could really see that with her back to Antonucci.
Trying to circle through a couple of Eagles. Davis with a nice move. Great ball movement, Marshall. Oh yeah, Iowa moving the ball well, collects 3 more.
Confidence is a tricky thing, and it's a touchy thing. It's fragile. Having Gabby Marshall find the bottom of the net is only going to help Iowa long term. Make sure that her confidence is as high as it can be. We hope Hannah Stolke, the starting post player for Iowa, is healthy and can get back on the court quickly. But this is great in-game experience, extended minutes for Addison O'Grady specifically, but also Sharon Goodman.
Cairns missed the bank going right over the top of Davis. But yeah, extended minutes for both of those post players. And so far handling the moment well. Clark gets inside, couldn't finish.
Phenomenal score. If I had her skills, I'd expect it to go down every time too.
Free throw is good. Well, at least when she gets fouled, she doesn't get charged with a miss.
Correct.
Next free throw is perfect and 5 assists. Adams handling the ball. Cairns gets to the baseline. 1-on-1 with Marshall, gives it up to Redemollis. A lot of Eagles bunched up on that far side. Cairns pulls and missed it too strong. A falter comes to it, hands to Clark. Jimenez draped on her. Clark into triple coverage, draws yet another foul. I believe that one will be on the floor here with immediate timeout coming up in a minute. Davis searching, lobs to Fierbach, who comes up with it. Davis beats her defender on the baseline, fires to the opposite corner. A falter connects on the pass. Back to the corner. Adams falls. It's going to be an offensive foul on Davis.
Since early on, and the fans have just kind of been sitting watching what they usually see, but they did not like that call.
Yeah, you can see the arm was outstretched, but at the same time, I don't think someone of Davis's stature is going to be knocking over a player like Adams. There's a screen. Adams fakes the pass. Jimenez to the elbow, has to give it up. Here's Roll, 10 to shoot. Couldn't get it to Antonucci, now she will. Antonucci turns on a falter, but missed the bank shot.
A falter used her strength to keep Antonucci out of the paint, making that a 7-foot post move rather than a 3-foot post move.
Eagles shooting just 26% in this game. Davis kicks, open 3, a falter, book it. 3 more for a falter.
My word. Sydney a falter. 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and perfect from the stripe.
4 assists now for Davis. Another 8-0 run for the Hawkeyes. Roll turning, nice move, but couldn't finish.
Florida Gulf Coast is accustomed to using their pivot and the defenders jumping, getting off their feet. These are very disciplined Iowa defenders, forcing Florida Gulf Coast to shoot over the top, not around.
Redamala's just a little bit too strong after Roll got the steal on the other end. There's a falter. Davis now on the wing. Snaps one the other way. Open three. Fierbach. Count it. Kylie.
You're really stuck. Do you sit on that help line to take away the post-entry pass?
Slash business.
Look at that nice give and go. Caitlin Clark is so known for how she finishes at the three-point line, but we're seeing her at the rim.
Big things out for Caitlin Clark. Pretty much every sign you see here says Caitlin on it.
Or rating threes, as that one did. Iowa has made 12.
Which, of course, is a spin-off of the FGCU hashtag for many years. So well played there. 43-point lead for Iowa. Well on their way to a matchup tomorrow against Kansas State, the only team that has beaten them this season. There's Person defending Fierbach. McCabe in there. Not much developing yet on this possession with no Clark in the game. Davis had it stripped by Person. Sophia Person in transition, goes right at the defense and lays it in.
Take there for Person.
Had to dribble a long way and ultimately keeps her composure to score. Her first points. Ball very stagnant without Clark in there. And now we have a foul. It's going to be offensive. Underneath, they'll get O'Grady. John Vitas alongside Marin Walseth here on Flow Hoops as the Eagles bring it up out of the timeout. Kiera Adams had a look but gives it up to Redamalis, who uses the screen. Drives all the way through, collects, swoops through with the left.
More mobility to finish in more creative ways.
I make that extra move. McCabe tees one up and hits. Second three for Taylor McCabe, a sophomore. Person lost it on the way through. It'll go back. Again, FGCU normally in 4 digits with their average attendance. So that would make about sense, you know, between 1,000 and 2,000 of the 4,000 plus are Eagles fans. But boy, so impressive what these Iowa fans have turned this place into. As Jimfy misses the jumper, goes to the floor for her own miss, and we have a timeout. Lisa Bluter will call a timeout at 11 a.m., which would be Vermont and Delaware. Yes, who lost the other consolation game against Purdue-Fort Wayne.
John, you and I are looking at each other like, who played when? Who plays next? A lot of great basketball. Hard to keep it all straight.
Yeah, when you get to day 3, there's a lot of visual gymnastics you have to do looking at the bracket to see where everybody goes. That pass inside deflected, and Jimenez comes away with it for FGCU. So 7th place game between Vermont and Delaware tomorrow, and then our 5th place game right after that at 1:30 between the two teams who won today, Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Western Kentucky.
And I'm looking forward to that one. Western Kentucky just is so aggressive defensively, gets up and down.
This certainly feels like it'll be FGCU, and then that potential rematch tomorrow at 9:30 between Iowa and K-State as Tata makes the first free throw.
If our score stands, and we have lots of reason to believe it will, playing with nothing to lose, and if North Carolina can't make shots, they're going to be in a world of trouble.
Yeah, I don't think FGCU will find themselves down 40 tomorrow. North Carolina, a ranked opponent, but not quite at this caliber. And it's Vermont. They fell short today against K-State. But certainly competitive, just not shooting it well from outside.
They have all the pieces. Interior play, great guards, can shoot from range, athleticism.
Everyone's kind of in their own weight class after a couple of days to sort things out. Roll gives it to Tata. And I just have a feeling that for FGCU, after this, they will play much better tomorrow.
I agree.
Here comes Jimenez, turns and kicks. Tata, a long three, no good. She gets her own rebound, though. Sidesteps the defense, draws the blocking call, and will go right back to the free throw. Tata with 6 points and 3 rebounds tonight, make it 7 points now. Kenise Johnson has checked in for Iowa, a freshman guard. But both teams kind of working with their 6 through 10 players right now. only
moment.
one. So these head coaches on this great stage getting some of their reserves some meaningful minutes. As Jim Fee continues to look for a teammate. Fierbach, the bounce pass, and a foul. They're going to call Guthrie for reaching in. There's a lob up top, knocked away, and Jimenez comes away with it. Then a collision, and they'll get McCabe for the foul. The player with the ball just kind of got in her way, and then she collided. There is Jimenez, transfer from Nevada. First free throw, good. We talked yesterday about Carl Semesco's ability to get players from the transfer portal, and he gets them from far and wide, all different types of programs.
His recruiting style as well as his on-court style, ahead of his time. He used the transfer system before it was a portal. He used the transfer system before other coaches were doing so, and he looked at the analytics and shot the three ball with a higher percentage before other coaches were as well.
Yeah, if you notice, FGCU never takes mid-range shots as Serena Rolls steps to the rim and scores. And the Eagles finish the quarter on an acrostic poem of Caitlin Clark's name. And she is back in there to start the fourth. Coach Bluter giving these fans what they want, which is a little more Caitlin Clark time. I don't know if she'll be out there too much here in this fourth quarter, but here she goes. Down the lane, floater no good, and Guthrie one-hands the rebound. Here comes Jimenez. Gives it to Roll. Roll will try the three. That's no good. But I think that shows
Lisa Bluter here. There's something called rhythm, feeling good, letting these five play and taking them off the court together.
Yeah, they got outscored in the third quarter, not by much, but they did. FGCU started to find their legs a little bit. Clark circles around on Jimenez. Not a lot of space. Gives it up to Marshall for three, and she's got it. Gabby Marshall from long range. 9 points for her.
Yes, 3 for 3, all from behind the three-point line.
Iowa is shooting better than 50% from three. Unbelievable. Here is Guthrie giving it to Person. Tata backing down Goodman. Uses the window but missed it. Guthrie got a hand on the rebound, but Goodman battles to keep possession. 12 players used now for Iowa as Ediger is in right now. Or was it a moment ago? Here's Marshall pulling the trigger. Gabby Marshall again.
She's feeling it.
Running up some numbers. Bartram looking to answer. Does not. Strong rebound from Kate Martin. Yeah, this is the starting five in right now for Iowa. Like Marin said, kind of trying to keep that connection as we have a foul underneath. Goodman will draw it on the much shorter.
Of dynamic, powerful, commanding post play for Iowa.
There's a kick. Marshall one more time. No. Goodman, though, fights for the offensive rebound. Clark has it. Working on Person, slings it inside, but a little too high for
game
O'Grady.
Experience.
Adams handles it for the Eagles, gets it to Redemalis. Right at O'Grady, and she lays it in.
I like the underhand scoop, left side, right hand for Redemalis.
So she has 6 points. Eagles have all 5 of their starters on the bench in this spot. Marshall knifes through. There's O'Grady. There's 2 points.
Give and go, and then the little dish by Gabby Marshall.
And they've got that flow going again like they did in the first half. Bartram has to kick it out. Redemalis, there's another lefty scoop from 10 feet away, but got the foul. 14 for 14 at the line tonight. Tata is 6 for 6 to lead the way in that department. And here is the first miss.
Way to go, broadcaster.
I apologize. Redemalis, though, getting some valuable minutes here for Molly Davis.
Very complete basketball game.
Here is Fierbach. A lot of tight defense from Adams. Clark comes to it. Caitlin Clark looking for 3 more. Book it! Caitlin Clark with some fourth quarter points here against FGCU. Putting on the finishing touches in this one. Roll. Still stuck. And a timeout from Carl Semesco. 6:29 to play. We will take a quick break here on Flow Hoops, all Iowa tonight.
Yeah.
That we saw that said, Caitlin, after you win this game, will you sign my jersey? I gotta believe the answer is yes.
Yeah, we were trying to leave the arena last night, and in a place, an exit where there's not normally much congestion or company, they had hundreds of people behind the barricade just waiting to have a potential split second with Caitlin Clark. Just amazing the support she has and the impact she has made on young basketball players around this country, as that'll be a shot clock violation.
I'm going to go a little bit out on a limb here and say there's so much conversation around the NFL with Taylor Swift and kids liking her, girls following her, dads liking her, moms liking her. I feel the same way about tonight after the final horn. The Hawkeyes are all waving to the fans, showing their appreciation, knowing they could be anywhere over the Thanksgiving break, but choosing to support these young ladies.
As we went through those shots, what struck me wasn't necessarily the Iowa fans that we saw, and we saw plenty of them. It was the families, as Fierbach gets the foul call there, the families in just here on a Saturday night on Thanksgiving weekend to see her.
That's a result of the growth of the game, the dollars put in from a media perspective, women's basketball on TV, on talk radio, families, teams, high school coaches, youth coaches, spreading the word, getting their teams here because it's accessible, because it's available, because it's talked about.
Yeah, we're doing our best to carry the torch here at the Gulf Coast Showcase over at the Fort Myers tip-off. The game between Indiana and Tennessee was carried on Fox on Thanksgiving Day right after the NFL. You may have to pay for a subscription along the way here and there, but it's well worth it.
But shoot, isn't that how the world is going?
Yeah.
We all have half a dozen subscriptions to watch movies.
Yeah, if you check your bank account, which subscription renewed today? As Redemalis connects on the long-range three. McCabe will try and answer, and does. Taylor McCabe for three. Well, the points continue to rack up. Adams with a sweet move, but couldn't quite get the roll. Jordan Campbell has checked in for FGCU. McCabe again! Iowa closing in on triple digits.
Skip pass to Taylor McCabe, hand down, shot up.
Well, the future stars of the Hawkeyes shining now. McCabe has 12. 5 Hawkeyes in double figures as Redemalis scores with the left. For the free throw here can tie Cairns for the team lead in points in this game. Missed it. And the rebound handled by Ediger. Cross-court pass. Again. 3 more! Oh, goodness. Taylor McCabe putting on a show here in the fourth quarter.
That was 2 separate plays. The same exact play. In transition, the skip pass to Taylor McCabe.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. That was not a replay, but this is. What a amazing shot she's got. 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. 15 points in 10 minutes for McCabe. And Iowa is 3 points away from the century mark as Redemalis draws the foul to return to work in school after the holiday, but I'm sure there will still be a solid contingent here. Redemalis one more time.
Contact, using the scoop shot, finding her way to the foul line.
She doesn't seem bothered by the height on the Iowa side. She's one of the taller players on a brand new court, and we have really enjoyed watching the games on this great surface.
Light wood, minimal paint, classy.
Yeah, the logo looks great at center court too. That's a new logo for the Gulf Coast Showcase. An event now in its 11th season. Started in 2013. Iowa with 3 points needed to get to triple digits, something they do pretty often. They have settled into a zone here with all their reserves in. Rolls three is perfect. Second basket for Serena Roll.
You would not expect something less, anything less, but it is great to see Florida Gulf Coast still running hard, playing their style.
A lot of battling for the ball. Edgar had it taken away by Adams.
Opportunity for Iowa. The reserves here to work on the 2-3 zone. Again, game experience so valuable.
That's still a good crowd here. I mean, these are good opportunities. Redemala steps back. She missed it. Guthrie offensive rebound. Lays it up, no good. And Edgar clears for Iowa. Both teams, bench players, are making some plays here. Jimfy with a nice catch. And asks for the clear out. There's the drop and a foul. Oh, Guthrie kind of pushing it. McCabe, the bounce pass kicked.
Jimfy's doing a nice job of setting up the lob at the three-point line.
Fairbach pops to the corner. Pass deflected. Eagles take it away. That is 22 Iowa turnovers. Jimenez spots up, and it's good. Alyssa. And this is her third game for FGCU.
That's the 7th three-point make for FGCU, a team that averages 9. On the other side, Iowa made 19 on the evening.
As there's another one. Taylor McCabe, the star of the second half.
And that's three-pointer number 20 for the Hawks.
Making an impression on the staff and these fans. Jimenez looking for another one. That's no good. Jimfy with a strong rebound. Final 90 seconds as the Hawkeye fans make their presence felt. McCabe will drive. Passed it. Johnson to the corner. A good look, but no good. That was Fairbach on the attempts. So triple digits now for Iowa. 41-point lead. Redemala puts it on the deck. Tried to get it down to Jimenez as she gets hit hard.
Nice range. A very versatile player. Obviously, Coach Semesco likes the versatility. We've talked about the analytics of threes or layups, so those skill sets require you to be able to attack downhill and finish at the rim. Unable to finish the second. Foul shot.
And taken away, and a foul on the loose ball in the corner. UNC today, but I'm sure the Hawkeyes will have a little extra motivation tomorrow.
Undisciplined.
So the Eagles will control. Less than a minute to play here in our second semifinal at the Gulf Coast Showcase. Jimenez picks her way inside, kicks to Campbell. Adams to Jimenez, and now to Redemala. Campbell will try from the corner. That's off the heel of the rim. McCabe has it. Shot clock stays on, so the Hawkeyes can take one more shot. 98 points last night, 100 points tonight. As Fairbach able to keep it. They run a screen for McCabe. 3 points away from tying Clark for the team lead in points. Here comes Jimfy with 4 to shoot. Kicks it out, and it's knocked away by the Eagles. 4 seconds to go. Roll steps on the gas, goes all the way in and scores. Hawkeyes will inbound it, and the buzzer will sound. The Iowa Hawkeyes take care of business against one of the top mid-major programs in the country. a 100-62 win, and they've earned themselves a rematch.
Coach, congratulations on win number 500. A lot of players came through your program to help get to this win. How special of it is tonight with this special group of women?
Yeah, you know, I love the Winnie the Pooh saying when he goes, "Today is my new favorite day." This is my new favorite team, right? I mean, I love all my teams and all the men a part of this, and I thought we really played well tonight. I thought we shared the ball well. I loved our defensive intensity. I thought it was really good.
What's it like seeing a player like McCabe step up the way that she's hit 6 of 7 from the three-point line? What do you have to say about her performance?
We know she's capable of that. She's an unbelievable shooter. Just has her feet ready, quick release. I really loved having her have the opportunity to showcase that tonight.
You guys face K-State for the championship tomorrow, who gave you guys a pretty tough loss about a week ago.
Yep.
What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge heading into tomorrow?
Oh, man. I mean, they're such a good defensive team. They're so long, and Aoka Lee is just a force inside. It's going to be a tough battle, and they got our number last week, and so, you know, who knows? We got to come out and play on a neutral court, and hopefully our Hawk fans will come out and support us.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Caitlin. Another great performance tonight, Caitlin. What does it mean to give Coach win 500 tonight?
It's amazing. I mean, I was only a part of a few of them, but no, it's incredible. She deserves it. She deflects a lot, but I hope she enjoys this one and soaks it in, because what she's been able to do, you know, she started at St. Ambrose, went to Drake, and now at Iowa, and I mean, all she does is win. It's pretty incredible, and I'm lucky to play for a coach like her.
What's it like to see not just you have a great performance tonight, but everyone, including McCabe behind you, going 6 of 7 from the three-point line?
That's just fun basketball. Like, it's fun for our team to get out there, get everybody in off the bench. You know, we shot the ball well, so that certainly helps. But I think it started on the defensive end. I thought we played really good defense, and they're a really good team. They're an NCAA tournament team, so we knew we had to come out here and be ready. And I'm proud of this group. You know, we came out, we're tenacious in the first quarter, and then our shots started falling. So it's the best way to play Iowa basketball.
You got K-State tomorrow, gave you your first loss of the season, kind of threw you out of your flow a little bit. How do you guys make sure that you play Iowa basketball for 40 minutes tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, you know, we're excited. I think we understand that K-State game at home. We weren't really ourselves. I think just running our offense, they're a great defensive team. They're big in the paint. We're going to have to box out, but you know, anytime you lose to somebody and you get another chance to play them, that you get excited about it. That's what competition's all about, but we know it's going to be a great battle, so we're excited.
Thank you, Caitlin, and good luck tomorrow. Back to you guys.